OD6 Metals is targeting a large geophysical anomaly at its Gulf Creek copper project in New South Wales. Brett Hazelden is Managing Director and CEO. Brett, welcome to mining.com.au.
Thanks for having us.
Brett, in your news release, you say that you're starting phase 2 of your exploration program. In phase 1, what did you find and what are you targeting?
Yeah, so phase 1 gold project. So historically, let's go back a step. Gulf Creek's a historic copper mine, so it was mined between 1896 and 1912. It's virtually had no modern day exploration out here since that time. It's only ever had 2 drill holes back in the 1960s. So our phase 1 project or program was back in March this year. So what we did is we went under the old workings, which you can see there, the old head frame sitting behind us, to see does the mineralisation continue down with depth, which we did find continued down with depth below the old historic workings, and we got up to 4.6% copper.
Now, in the news release, you meant something about repeat structures.
Yeah, so what we bought the project for, so we acquired the project just over a year ago, so the old workings is one thing. The best place to find a new copper mine is either underneath or next to a old copper mine, effectively, and it's a VMS structure, so it's a volcanic massive sulfide structure. So they're formed on the sea form through volcanoes sort of spewing out a whole heap of different sulfides and other things as well, jasperlites. But what happens is generally as they come up, they have multiple different structures floating around. So what we've done is we've done some geophysics work that was based on the old workings there that we're standing on today, and then we've been able to identify that the copper is associated with magnetite. If we do our geophysics with magnetics, we can then see that there's a number of repeat structures. So the phase 2 work is now building on that, and we're now literally drilling just around the corner at the moment on the first repeat structure.
Brett, can you talk a little bit more about talking about building on old mining structures? Is there any geological data? Is there any core? Is there any types of infrastructure that you're able to work upon?
So no historic core, no nothing. So we're doing it all from scratch. But there's obviously some infrastructure, but I don't think I want to go down on that old shaft anymore. So no, look, it's within the area that Barraba it's an old mining town as well, which is where we are. They used to have asbestos mining and obviously Gulf Creek copper as well. So there's lots of infrastructure from a New South Wales point of view around us. Easy to get around, easy to get all the trucks and drill rigs up here.
So could you talk about the modern exploration drilling program that you're going to be doing on this?
Yeah, so from a modern exploration point of view, we've obviously done our geophysics. We've located the best locations that we're looking at. So we've got 3 main repeat structures that we're starting with. Based on what we're doing now is we've got a 7-hole priority program that we're drilling with diamond core. And then we've got approval to actually drill 25 holes. So based on the results that we see from obviously visuals to start with and then assay results, we'll look to continue that program. But we're also looking at putting a downhole EM down there. So effectively we put a new magnetic maneager all the way down there, and we can see about 50 to 100 metres around that, which will then say where the sulfides are. So if you look at historic projects like De Grassa, for example, they only found the copper project right on the last hole. So sometimes you can be right next to it and just miss it. But with any luck, we actually get it first go.
How many meters are you planning on drilling?
So 1,700 metres to start with, but we've got approval to do 7,500 metres. And then based on that, we've actually got another old mine that's a little bit further to the north, which is also on the tenements. Then we'll look to head up that way later next year.
What is the infrastructure? What is it like being able to actually access that project, Brett?
So both projects are easily accessible by road. We're on a vacant ground land here. It's an old, what they call a legacy mine area. So that's easy tracks, which you can't quite see here, but there's tracks all the way through it. The other area is on a farmland area, so again, easy to get into.
What about stakeholders in the area?
Yeah, so local stakeholders have been really good. So we've got farmer agreements to access to that. They've been really helpful with everything that we're doing. They're allowing us to use water if we need use to water. We stay in the local town of Barraba and local caravan park there, and also some of the other accommodation. And everyone's been more than hospitable, and they actually want to see a mine up and running back in the area to help the town get back to its glory days as well.
Brett, what's the news flow going to be over the next 12 months?
Yeah, so news flow, obviously we're looking at drill results coming out soon, so we'll see what happens with the drill core and see what we see through there. We'll then have assay results due out later this year as the current plan. We'll also be doing that downhole EM, so we'll be able to put out a whole heap of news around that as well. And then based on success, we'll continue drilling out at Gulf Creek. We've obviously still got our rare earth project that's in Western Australia. That's going to have a lot of other news flow as well, but we're obviously just talking about Gulf Creek today.
Brett, thanks for speaking with mining.com.au.
Thanks for taking your time out on the weekend.